It says that it's being sent to YouTube, but I can't see the YouTube stuff yet, so. There we go. And then I can just put my little thing over here and put that over there. What a pain in the butt. All right, no worries. I gotta actually, because my camera's here and the window was there, so anyway, I'll just ignore that. So happy Saturday. Wow. I'm going to take a little sip of my water. I had to rearrange a few things, as you may or may not be able to tell. Cheers, some lemon water. All right, so really today began with, I hope everyone is doing well, but today did begin with, I was up early, oddly enough. I was up at 6:11, no alarm. And I decided I needed to start when I felt like I needed to start, just kind of chill and lay things back and just kind of get things organized. So the table next to me is completely different. This is a little bit different. It's still kind of, cluttered. So I began to sit down and clear my head. I said, okay, it's time for me to do that. It was 8:11. And I don't know what time I stopped, but I think it took about 15 to 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. And I'm just going to read what I wrote this morning. So keeping in mind that, of course, your opinion and your perspectives and what you take from things may or may not be different, and go ahead and, hey, knock yourself out. It's all part of the BS that we all carry within us, and that's belief system. What about this thing called alien agenda? So I'm actually going to do a recording this evening with Stone Hobbit about that. So there are some things going on people may or may not know about blue beam. So if you don't know about blue beam, go ahead and check into that and check from a lot of different sources, because you're going to get a lot of different takes, right? A lot of different ideas. These are all theories. Keep that in mind, that people are typically posting. So these are what I feel like is most accurate for me. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. So as far as this alien agenda thing, there are going to be victories. And this is kind of piggybacking off of the recent election. And yeah, okay. That goes in a different direction. I'll say, for the time being, we'll continue to see struggles, arguments, and conflicts. And this is about the alien agenda, but this is also has a lot to do with what's going on that you see in the normie world, as far as normie goes. This thing called the alien agenda. So we're going to be seeing minor and or short-lived struggles, arguments, and conflicts. This is not going to stop. This is probably going to escalate. And right now we're experiencing some of the good. We saw some of the bad and some of the ugly, but we're going to have to fight to maintain this, because this is just the beginning of the next phase that we're all going to be going through. So as far as who the aliens are, it feels like some are interdimensionals that work as a collective and are trying to stay in or on our Earth as long as possible. Some may be from here as well. There are some secret societies that were created between humans, or what they may have been considering as lesser beings, and the greater beings. I don't know, maybe like the L's, or not with a V, the EL, like the fallen angels and what many of the people see as aliens, I believe, may not have been. Not all of them anyway. So yeah, they would be considered gods. And then there, in between all of that, I believe there's also the Nephilim. There's no one answer to who they are because some were here and are genetic relations, and we're their descendants. Our power lies within our own selves. We are the most recent initiates. We need to be swift enough for them to leave. So swift enough to catch on, and this is going to take some more stamina. This is a battle, if you will, of strategy, of psychology, and we need to avoid bloodshed, or should be trying to avoid bloodshed for humanities. That should be a goal. Bloodshed and strife of humans is their version of controlling us. Is there going to be loss of life? 100%. You know, there was that movie Here Among Us or something like that, where the guy puts on the glasses and he can see not everybody is human. It kind of revealed some of the alien creatures are among us. So some of them are good, some of them are bad. You know, hey, a lot of people are into mushrooms right now. Some of them are good, some of them not so good. All right. So our being able to stand our ground, we need to we're in the process of retaking our ground, literally and figuratively. It'll feel slow, but we must be meticulous in replanting or sowing the seeds of everything you can put on that. Whether it's knowledge, whether it's history, beliefs, they're going to have to stay flexible because the knowledge is going to shift a lot of the beliefs. And remembering that the abundance that we have now must be used wisely. We have an abundance now, whatever it is in your life. You might not have a full fridge or a full bank account, but there is abundance within you to make things happen in a positive way, not talking about something that would be physically aggressive or harmful. So we can be rash and need to use the tools we already have to maintain our own health and safety, increasing our knowledge. Also, it is, we should not be using greed or selfishness or fear of loss. So you need to also maintain yourself, but we also need to help others. So we're always going to have more than enough for ourselves and being able to take some and pass it along to those in needs. I mean, you're going to have to be like figuring out your own GoFundMe thing. Let's see. What we see as a government structure is a facade. If and when you see it crumble, keep this wisdom close. It was never real. And you know, I wrote that at 8:30 this morning, and a little thing popped up that was Cliff High had posted on Rumble, and it was a thing called Trump Unleashes Plan to Demolish Deep State, the first female chief of staff, Hammer. And this is 11/8/24. Yeah, Cliff High posted it. But what I thought was interesting about this facade is he had this yeah, I gotta figure out where this is at. Anyway, no, I didn't want you to do that. Maybe it's just gonna take a second. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do a little screen share so you guys can see what I'm looking at. I think that's all right. Okay, so yeah, you see that? All right, the way he was talking and then what the narrator had said was, it's the way he was speaking was almost as if he was acting. And the guy sounded, it was just really weird. It was just really weird. No, it wasn't weird. This is the whole thing is a facade. They're all actors. Puppets on Parade. I mean, it's 41 seconds long. That spells it out. That spells it out, you guys. It spells it out. Everything has been a facade. If and when you see it crumble, keep this wisdom close. It was never real. We are rebuilding with a new cornerstone. And I'm not talking about something that is political. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the whole thing has been, everybody's been in on it. If you pull this up, where am I at there? That's 15 minutes, 52 seconds. You'd probably have to back it up to 15 minutes. And you would see this, hear this guy talking about how blah, 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 blah. I mean, it was just, it just made me laugh. It's like, oh my gosh, yes. So this is an age-old thing. I'm gonna stop sharing here. Okay, so I'm not, like I said, the cornerstone, it's an idea, it's a theology, an idea, an ideology. It is a way of living. It's going to be our foundation cornerstone. You know what a cornerstone is. If you don't, go look it up. It's not the capstone, it's the cornerstone. If you look at a lot of buildings, the way they built, when you set that cornerstone, that's what makes the building square. And the building runs off of that way and it runs off of that way. It's the cornerstone. It's what sets the building so it's stable, so it's not wonky, right? So the unknown will cause people to fear, experience physical pain, and anguish. Remember, your thoughts and beliefs can hold you captive. So if you believe this, dang, you're kind of in danger, right? So look ahead and stay in the now with an open mind to receive the blessings of a new beginning. So, I mean, that's pretty much what I had. It's going to be quick. I told you it was going to be quick. I'm going to try and be in Mount Pleasant again. Kind of lost my place here. I'm going to try and be in Mount Pleasant again. It's on the 16th and 17th, I believe. It's another holistic fair. I would like to be able to have some of my wares there. I don't know how the heck I'm going to do it. But according to what I can tell, that's where I'm going to have to go for it. So dealing with triggers, compulsion, compassion, reaction, recognition, and reflection. That's possibly what we're going to be looking at. I am going to go over to the Rumble readers, the Rumble readings. That's actually not a bad idea. So please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. And